Hello and welcome to this week's Live Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. In this week's show I shall be joined by Lee from Prime UK Band, who normally does the interviews on Live Local and Loud. He'll be joining me throughout the show and we shall be chatting about our best bits of the show. That is, the best interviews from 2020, and we'll also be spinning the latest songs from our guests. Hi Lee, did you have a good Christmas?
I had a very nice one. Kev, how about yourself?
Not too bad, thanks. Plenty of dog walking, lots of eating, and a little bit of drinking. Thank you very much.
I did the eating and the drinking, and not the dog walking, sadly. So that's probably why I'm a bit fatter than you.
Okay, well that's fine. That's okay. But anyway, so we've been chatting to some interesting musicians over the last 6 months, haven't we, Lee?
Definitely, and the first one that I've chosen today for the show is one by Harry Giorgio that I thought really summed up this summertime. Summed up the lockdown situation that we were in, and it's great fun as well. And it's called Lockdown in the Summer.
Great, let's give that a spin.
Looking for a brighter day. We stay looking for a brighter day. I think I need a remedy. Sat up in the corner, you know where to find me. Lockdown in the summer, call me if you're lonely. Channel, this game ain't for beginners. It's hard to feel the man when Instagram to show you winners. Yeah, the ship is broken, failing to stay floating. And if I could fly, I'd reach the sky so high across the ocean. Yeah, stuck in this bubble, cause my life's like a puzzle. It's hard enough just trying to keep yourself out of trouble. Temptations all rise, trying to find a better life, but we fail to recognize what's hiding in plain sight. Looking for a brighter day, we stay looking for a brighter day. I think I need a remedy to come and take the pain away. Sat up in the corner, you know where to find me. Lockdown in the summer, call me if you're lonely. Sat up in the corner, you know where to find me. Lockdown in the summer, call me if you're lonely. I've got a thirst for this life, so I stay on my grind. Ain't got a lot of money, but I've got a little time. Cause life's what you make it, the chances I'll take them. Hiding from that 9 to 5 grind for a pay slip. We've come so far, but look how we're living. Can't see through the bars in this virtual prison. These days I don't talk much, I just listen. I'm lost in my thoughts, contemplating this existence. Yeah, looking for a brighter day. We stay looking for a brighter day. I think I need a remedy to come and take the pain away. Sat up in the corner, you know where to find me. Lockdown in the summer, call me if you're lonely. Sat up in the corner, you know where to find me. Lockdown in the summer, call me if you're lonely.
That was Lockdown in the Summer by Harry Giorgio, which I remember was a great little interview that we did back in the summer. If you'd like to hear any of these interviews that we're going to be chatting about in their entirety, just have a quick look at www.musicinleicester.co.uk. But don't do that just yet. Listen to the show first and maybe have a look at that later. Okay, so I'm going to be chatting to Lee a little bit more in a bit, but first of all, we're going to play one of the songs from his band Prime and his To Be or Not to Be. That was To Be or Not to Be by Prime. So, Lee, that was about your most successful song to date, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just typical because we finished the band, and then as soon as we'd uploaded that particular remastered track, it ended up being quite a successful one for us. So, but which is typical because you obviously want that bit of recognition while you're still playing, and not afterwards. But never mind, it's a good building block for next year, hopefully.
Yeah, well, I suppose that could be said. That's the same with most of our heroes, isn't it? Once they've passed away, then that's when they really get famous. And
well, I'm not dead yet, so that's the start of it.
No, that's true. Yeah, so you must be missing live performances, though.
Definitely. I mean, the last one we played was back in March, and it's just a really, really good gig in front of a big crowd in Chesterfield at a place called the Winding Wheel, which was like a listed building, and it's a beautiful place to play. So it's kind of obviously we cancelled our tour and stuff like that we were going to do, but at least we're not like a lot of people that are out there at the moment. We weren't making our living from music. We were all doing different jobs, and our music was kind of a part-time thing, whereas there's obviously a lot of musicians at the moment that are really struggling, and not to dwell on that too much because it's quite a depressing subject for a lot of musicians, but bands out there. I mean, I was speaking to Andrea Kenny from the Brandy Thieves last week, who's got a solo album coming out next year. And obviously it must be hard for people like that who that's their sole income, that's their sole focus of what they're doing. It must be quite a difficult situation.
I thought that was a really interesting chat you did last week with Andrea. But although she's splitting up with the Brandy Thieves, she's actually retraining, isn't she, as a music therapist. But yeah, so let's give Dandelion Honey a spin, and we'll chat a bit more about that later.
Struggle, darling, you're not alone. It's heavy, oh so heavy, but you gotta hold on. It's breaking in, it's caving in, walls are coming down. Your tired eyes, your weary mind, your body on the ground. There's hope here to be found. Out, steady, oh steady, 'cause it's light beyond the doubt. Your heart is gone, mine feels wrong, just it will come around. Paper thin, just don't give it. Just remember how it sounds. Our friends, your love, I hope your joy will come back around. Not alone.
That was Andrea Kenny and Dandelion Honey. Of course, she did a really good interview with Lee, and unfortunately, though, she announced she was no longer going to be the front person of the Brandy Thieves, because they're splitting up now, which is a bit unfortunate because they're going to leave a massive hole in the local music scene. The Brandy Thieves, if you don't know who I'm talking about, look them up. They play a fantastic range of gypsy punk music. Great band. But now which gave Andrea Kenny a good grounding now, and she's doing her own stuff. So look forward to hearing some more from Andrea Kenny on her own, solo. Okay, so now it's time for a little bit of soul from Leicester's finest, sultry soul stress. try saying that after a couple of beers. Or New Year's Eve. So here's Morgan Monroe and Take Me Home.
You've been on my mind for a very long time. I've been trying to let you know, but I get so shy when there's a guy that I actually like. You see, you give me a feeling I don't often come by. And I know you think I'm confident, but say what you like. I still get shy sometimes. I think we're kinda similar, we don't give much up. I've been dropping subtle hints, you picked a couple up. I'm old fashioned and I don't wanna mess this up, so I'm waiting on you to make the move and show me what's up. Oh, I've been patient, I think we can agree. Maybe too complacent, to a degree. And though we've come so close, oh so many times, never gone any further, maybe it's time we try. I've never met a man quite like you. All I really want is you to take me home. Dream away. We can do anything. I know you wanna be here. Keep it going, let's get carried away. It's a shame I couldn't be there, yeah. Guess I'll see you on a weekend, babe. And it goes on and on. We gonna have to try again another day. I've never met a man quite like you. If I was your girl, I would give you the most. All I really want is you to take me home. Take me home. But I heard you gotta go now, so that means that you're off bounds. Guess I missed my chance, cause I would never disrespect that. Don't mean to be rude, but I hope that it don't last. Cause me and you are suited, we'd be fools not to pursue it. You've been on my mind for a very long time.
So that was Morgan Monroe and Take Me Home. So that, Lee, I think that was one of the first musicians you'd interviewed. Bit of R&B. How did that go? Did you enjoy chatting to her? How did it go from there?
No, it was really good. That was my first one that I did for you in the summer for Live Local and Loud. And Morgan, I wasn't familiar with her work, but when I got talking to her, I think after the interview, I kind of realised how well she was doing with her new tracks and how much of a reputation she's getting like on the R&B scene. And it was quite funny because when we spoke for the first time, I think the last bit of the interview we had to redo because I forgot to press record on Skype. So that was a little bit of comedy, but she was a true professional, and we had a bit of fun about it, and it probably sounded better the second time we did it anyway. So
yeah,
okay.
I must admit she has got an amazing voice, hasn't she? We played her songs a couple of times now. And one of the other people you've chatted to is an indie band, rock indie band, Oceans Apart. A bit of a contrast there. How did you find chatting to them?
Oh, Ash from Oceans Apart was a really good guy, really nice fella. Quite impressed by all the tracks that you've got up online. Their brand new video, which I think we're going to play next, is just got a really good vibe to the video, and they've got some really good content on YouTube. Really strong alternative band from Leicester. I think they'll be going further in the new year once everybody can get up and play live again.
Yeah, they're one of those bands, whenever I hear their songs, which we're going to play in a minute, they just sound huge. I think the production's like really big. They almost sound like one of those American bands.
Yeah,
so,
they're one of those bands. They've been on the scene a little while, and like Ash was saying on the interview, and they've been on the scene a while. And I think all that experience has now come to play. Great production, great songwriting, stuff like that. And obviously, this particular one that we're going to play now is a collaboration that they did with another person I interviewed, Ro Jordan, R&B singer. Two different styles clashing, and I think it sounds really nice, this particular one.
That's it. So let's play that now. Here's Oceans Apart featuring Ro Jordan and Breathe.
I've been trying to tell you, but I don't know how to tell you. Maybe I just need to breathe. Can't you just open up and say the words you want to me? Come bring your world up onto me. I don't know where to begin, even if I wanted to. Words they creep into my chest just like they wanted to. These days get darker and it's harder to get through to you. Well, baby, I just need to breathe. I could give you space, swallow my words and pride, bottle up reasons to stay. I guess I'm just the loving kind. Oh, baby, I just need to breathe. On the sleepless nights, the men upon this fight, where baby we just need to breathe. And all the tears I cried, and all the tears that you cried, where baby we just need to breathe. Oh, baby, I just need to breathe. You see the pain in my eyes, you know I tried to disguise, where baby we just need to breathe. It's not like just a lie, with everything almost fine, where baby I just need to breathe. Ooh, tell me, is there something I could do to persuade you back after all of that? I just need to breathe, forgive in to our mistakes, and we'll share the blame, no more empty frames. Oh, so tell me where we're at, tell me where we're at. Oh, I don't wanna lose you, no. I love the way you lie, and I see it in your eyes. Give me space, I'll give you time. Oh, baby, I just need to breathe. On the sleepless nights, and the men upon this fight, where maybe we just need to breathe. And all the tears I cried, and all the tears that you cried, where maybe we just need to breathe. Baby, I just need to breathe. You see the pain in my eyes, you know I tried to disguise, where maybe we just need to breathe.
That was Oceans Apart and Breathe featuring Ro Jordan, both of whom we've interviewed fairly recently. Okay, and now it's time for one of my favourite local rock bands. This band have been going around quite a while now. We haven't interviewed them yet, but I'm going to be interviewing them very, very, very soon. So it's Scam. They've been around about 10 years now. And here's one of their latest songs that was released the 30th of November 2020. It's called One Track Mind. It's featuring Paul Mahon, who plays guitar on In The Answer. I think I pronounced that correctly. So he's the guitarist on In The Answer, so he features in this song as well. So here's Scam and One Track Mind.
The house inside, and it's all for you.
That was Scam and One Track Mind featuring Paul Mahon, who plays guitar for The Answer. I saw Scam doing their live feed last week, I think it was now, which was great. They've been doing live feeds now about once every week. They're on their live feeds. They do a little stream on their Facebook page, and I must admit it was damn good fun because they have features like Steve's big clock in the background, and yeah, it was really good fun doing their live feeds. Lee, do you think live feeds, do you think they're going to be the future of 21?
I think so. I mean, obviously people are getting, at the moment, it's been quite last minute for things, isn't it? So the technology side of things, people are figuring out how to kind of get the best audio and figure things out. I think Scam had like backing tracks and things like mixing the live sound with the backing tracks and stuff like that on Zoom or whatever the case may be. But yeah, things are going to improve, aren't they? The audio quality is going to get better, and people are going to make that, I think, more a regular part of their content. I mean, I'm hoping to do one with Prime UK Band, hopefully towards the middle of the year, just experiment with that kind of thing, and as our kind of farewell to everything. So I think it'll be a big thing that's here to stay, definitely. I think it'll help big time.
Yeah, and at least you can socially distance, obviously, when you're doing them. But also the other thing is you can actually do paid ones as well. I don't know if you've seen those.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and people as well. I mean, my guitarist Chris D. Bramley, last year did one for charity and stuff like that. Did one for like the NHS workers. I mean, not that NHS should be a charity, but at the same time, people were trying to help the best they could, weren't they? And a lot of charitable things benefited as well from the live stream.
That's it, yeah. And a couple of our venues as well, like the Sound House and what was the other one that was doing live streams?
Firebug did one as well.
Oh yeah, Firebug doing live streams as well. So I mean, they're doing that just to keep the sound engineers going, but also providing a bit of entertainment. And so yeah, so at least that's something we can do during the virus.
Yeah, but I, like I say, I think it'll be here to stay, and I think bands will utilise that. Touring's very expensive, isn't it, as well? So this is another way of getting out there and showing what you can do, and hopefully the technology improves and we can have some very interesting online shows next few years, hopefully, and onwards.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, and one of the artists that you interviewed, I don't think she's doing any live streams at the moment, but fantastic voice, Siobhan Matsey. Yeah, how did that go?
It was really good. I mean, she did one for Firebug actually a little while back, and she's just got a new video out for her Christmas song, which I think was really good. That got the empty venues of Leicester, like Firebug and Soundhouse and The Musician, which I had a very, very drunken gig at, supporting Chris Elm once, and the people there were really friendly, and it just highlighted, the video was excellent, and it just highlighted how much we're missing the venues and how quiet things are, and we just want to get back to those gigs, don't we, the proper real gigs. And the track was called Here's to You, Another Christmas Song, which is on YouTube at the moment. So
excellent, let's give it a spin. So here's Siobhan Matsey and Here's to You.
It's been a long time since I saw you here. Now we face the winter months, and even though the time stood still this year, we breathe the cold into our lungs. What was brightest now turned blue, I know. Will our hearts be buried under snow? Coexistence at a distance is hard to bear, but in my thoughts please know you're there.
We were talking about Ro Jordan earlier when she teamed up with local rockers Oceans Apart. Well, here's one of her solo songs just released this year. So here's Ro Jordan, Been Here Before.
Testament to what we're told. This world I've lived alone, getting back to what I used to know. Even when my defense is down, a broken glass is broken now. Clear as crystal, not so crystal clear. We go back and forth, you're always closing doors. I know it hurts you when I leave. Out of my depth, your ego is fed. We've been here before. We've been here before. We've been here before. Am I out of my head? Would you play roulette? The winner takes it all. We've been here before. We've been here before. A breath that only I can breathe. The way that this is killing me. You left me weak, heard a woman cry. And even after all these years, advice becomes a souvenir. So leave me now as I say goodbye. We go back and forth, you're always closing doors. I know it hurts you when I leave. Out of my depth, your ego is fed. We've been here before. We've been here before. We've been here before. Am I out of my head? Would you play roulette? The winner takes it all. We've been here before. We've been here before. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Correct against the wall, she wouldn't open. Watch me fall, watch me fall. Out of my depth, your ego is fed. We've been here before. We've been here before. We've been here before. Am I out of my head? Would you play roulette? The winner takes it all. We've been here before. We've been here before.
That was Ro Jordan and her solo project and Been Here Before. Here's another band we spoke to earlier in the year. It's Switchdown and Mercedes.
To see that I don't know exactly what you want me to be. Spending my time overthinking every little thing. And don't ask why, 'cause life's too short, but I'll be alright. I'm gonna wake up with my fears. I dream to find a little peace of mind. Catch on this up. wanna feel, I just wanna feel.
We're now going to have a young lad who comes from Colville, actually. He spent the last couple of years performing around the world on various cruise liners for Princess Cruises. His name's John Jones, and he's doing his own solo stuff at the moment. He's back home. Look forward to some great things from him next year. He's teamed up with his brother, who's got his own recording studio. And between them, I think they're producing some great sound. So here's John Jones, and Where'd You Get Those Shoes?
The drink you bought are all over the floor. She's a classy girl, you wouldn't know if it wasn't for a Jimmy Choo's. I'm sure it's a tattoo at the top of her thigh, heavy eyebrows above her eye. Well, she's a classy girl, you wouldn't know if it wasn't for a Jimmy Choo's. Where'd you get those shoes? She said in the taxi as she spews the last round all over the backseat. Pull your skirt down, your nose is bleeding. I wonder what you've been up to this evening. It's a spectacle, to say the least. She's coming undone, piece by piece. Well, she's a classy girl, you wouldn't know if it wasn't for a Jimmy Choo's. Where'd you get those shoes? But I can tell it's a lie by the designer clothes that she's wearing. It's all just for show. No chance, she said at the door, then proceeded to lie on the bathroom floor. Well, she's a classy girl, you wouldn't think. I had to hold her hair back as she threw up in the sink. Well, it's a spectacle, say the least. I put her to bed with some water to drink. Well, she's a classy girl, you wouldn't know if it wasn't for a Jimmy Choo's. Where'd you get those shoes? songs come on, she doesn't know the lyrics. It's all just for show. She said she's got some things to do. Sits there in the nude and polishes a Jimmy Choo's. Where'd you get those shoes?
That was John Jones, Where'd You Get Those Shoes? That was our last song from today's look back at 2020. And what a year it was. Lee, how do you think you'd remember this year?
It's not been the best one for me, and I know that's probably been the case for a lot of people. But we've just got to stay positive and look forward to all the good things that will hopefully come next year, and all the good music that we're going to hear, all the good gigs that we're going to go and see, and get back to normal hopefully, and everybody have a bit more fun than we have this year, I think.
Yes, let's hope so. So thank you very much, Lee, for helping me reflect on this year.
My absolute pleasure, Kev, as always.
So that pretty much brings us to the end of the last live local and loud in 2020. So from Lee and myself, do have a great new year. Have a COVID-free party, hopefully, if you can. And we'll see you same time, same place next Thursday in 2021 here on Hermitage FM at 5 o'clock. Don't forget, if you'd like to hear any of the interviews that we mentioned in today's show, they can all be found in the podcasts, which you can find on www.musicinleicester.co.uk. And of course, Music in Leicester is your central repository for anything live and local in the local music scene. Do have a good week, and we'll see you next Thursday.